up, YouTube? We back at it again. We are checking out some Jacob Collier and some Aurora. I did not know that they collabed. I was sent this, and I've had issues. I've done both of their songs, and I've done stuff by both of them. I've had issues, and I've not had issues. So I've covered it up a little bit. But you should be able to see what you see here. I don't know if I mean, you'll be able to see the video regardless. But anyways, so this is A Rock Somewhere in the Seed. A Rock Somewhere is his song. This is on his page, by the way. I will link it down below. And then The Seed is her song. I had to look that up. I haven't heard either one of those songs. This is done for Greenpeace. I did a quick Google, and this is basically the song is meant as kind of a call to action to the humanity and what we've done to damage our waters, and basically somewhat of a call to action slash cry for help with to spread awareness of not just the damage we've done, but what we need to do to sort of help preserve our waters, our water sources, our oceans, our rivers, our everything, because as you guys know, water's life. So we're gonna check it out. But make sure you go support Jacob's. If you haven't checked out his stuff, man, this dude's a musical genius. I was introduced to him by a friend of mine not too long ago, earlier this year, and then you know how I feel about Aurora. I adore Aurora. Anything that she does is, I mean, she's definitely unique. She's amazing. And I've been having fun checking out more of her stuff. So make sure you go support, go like, go subscribe. Of course, would love to have you here as well. Like, comment down below. Make sure you're subscribed. It does help the channel. Appreciate it very much. Most of my requests do come from Patreon. Jump over there, DM me. That's where stuff like this comes from. Or there is a skip the line option as well if you want me to get to it right away. So let's go. I don't know how to say either one of those places. Svebreen, Svalbard. That's tough. I can take a guess where it's at, though. That's a cool little setup. Nice little view. I used to love watching the insides of a piano while being played. I think my uncle had a grand that like you could see, and it's almost like what he's doing right now is kind of like waves, as as the different keys are played, which is it makes sense because you can actually hear waves in the background.
I'm on a rock somewhere. It's the only one I know, and I know it well. Somehow I know you're there, and I'm waiting on the world. I'm ringing the old church bell. See the people come and go, and they go so well. They're counting the coins back there, It's the only thing they know. And even when I'm wide awake, I know that you've been having other dreams for sure. If nothing's ever gonna change at all, I'll be waiting on the world, only waiting on the world.
I'll be waiting on the world. I'll be waiting on the world.
First of all, I love her. Second of all, so this is interesting because if you listen, I mean the lyrics weren't exhaustive. They weren't long in his song. They're simplistic but meaningful. If you're talking about, he makes reference to a rock, which is you know you're when you're referring to that, you're referring to stability. And then he makes a reference to, he says multiple times, and she reiterates, I'll be waiting on the world. So it's kind of like that. And this might tie into that, kind of that what they're trying to do with kind of a call to action, or waiting for people to um start paying attention, sort of thing. And then he references the money side of things, which could be somewhat of a poke at the role that greed plays in the destruction of our resources, right? um it might not have been what the song was initially intended for, but I think what they're trying to structure these songs together um, could be in creating that message, which I think is really smart. If I could be making this up, I could be way wrong. I love that they continue to play the water in the background. If you guys hear that, throughout this entire, like, the whole thing, you hear just this subtle kind of, just to keep reminding the listener of what we're doing here. Love that. And I mean, can you get a cooler little setup than this little pad they threw out there, like in the middle of the frozen water? That kind of view. This is awesome.
I'll be waiting on the world. I'll be waiting on the world. Ooh, hey, oh, hey, oh, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey,
If you've never, sorry to interrupt, I have to find pausing points here, but they use that as a transition between, they change keys, if you didn't hear what they were doing there, but as a transition from his song into hers, I think. And if you've never heard him do like his work on harmonies and layering and stuff like that, again, go check out his channel. He's it's really, it's fascinating. But
you cannot eat money, oh no. You cannot eat money, oh no. When the last tree has fallen and the rivers are poison, you cannot eat money, oh no.
you cannot eat money. Oh no! When the last tree is fallen and the rivers are poison, you can't eat money. Right back to his verse about what I was talking about with his reference to money and greed in reference to our resources. This is a direct call out to it's that's cool how they did this.
And the rivers are poison. You cannot eat money or no. You cannot eat money or no.
I'm on a rock
You cannot eat money or no.
on a rock
When the mastery has
somewhere.
fallen and the rivers are poison, you cannot eat money or
I'll get in the
no.
coins like
I wanna rock somewhere. I wanna rock somewhere.
I'm on a rock somewhere.
I wanna
Okay, I will sign it. That scream at the end, man, and then all of those little scenes they were showing, again with just damaging footage of just humans. Humans are the worst. We suck. Um, that was beautiful. That was one of the best things I've seen in a while. Um, yeah, that I mean, even like right down to the simplicity of, but the to shoot that by itself alone, like first of all you're floating, and you have to set up all that equipment. You got gear and stuff. They had footage that somebody was out there with them. They got rid of that somebody, shot it again, because they have footage of just the two of them on that pad there. And then they got drone footage, and then to sort of to put that together, it looked like Aurora almost fell at one point. Like like a third of the way in, she like I don't know if she meant to do that. I mean, she gets into this stuff and moves around in very very interesting ways. It has this sort of naturally sort of spiritual element to it. With the elongated notes they'd hold, and the stuff that wasn't even words, that was just kind of just almost like in chant. Um, but I thought that was amazing. They're both so talented. I think when I searched them, I think they've collabed on other stuff too. So I want to check that out. If that's true, I might be wrong, but if that's true, I definitely want to check that out. But um, that's a message, and they wove the songs together. If you saw them kind of trading back and forth, for the last half of that, his lyrics were in her song and whatnot. So it was more so just taking parts of the lyrics that are, you have natural references of a rock, and and trees and the poisonous river, and you're referencing all of these natural components to kind of get your point across. And then I kind of love the scream at the end, because it kind of wakes you up, and I think that's the point. Um, but that was really special. I mean, neither one of those songs have a ton of lyrics to really go through, but they're pointed, and they serve their purpose for what they're doing here. So, for Greenpeace here. So, I'll link this down below. This page they do have, I think, in the description information on the what you can do if you'd like to do something. Everybody should do something. If you have causes that you believe in, there's going to be direction on this one if you like water. Um, but go support Jacob Collier. Go support Aurora. Please go like and subscribe. Of course, love to have you as well. If you like what I do, like, comment down below. Make sure you're subscribed. If you want to see the video without this nonsense, I didn't even try to shoot it clear. Just fumbling around with editing these things, and I tried to make it somewhat viewable. We'll see what happens. I couldn't find a single other reaction to this to see if anybody else had done anything. So I might get blocked entirely, actually. In which case, you're not even going to hear what I'm saying right now, unless you go to my Patreon page, which you should always be doing anyways because it's free. But yeah, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. We'll talk to you on the next.